All right, hello. Back for another video, and in this one, I want to talk a bit about this revelation that I had yesterday. And there's kind of a core theme or idea that came out of this, and this video is like a reminder to me, but also I think it'll serve as a good reminder to others as well. So let's dive in. Basically, got home from a great productive day at the office yesterday, and pulled up my laptop, sat on the couch behind me with my trusty work partner, and I pulled up this spreadsheet that I have going right now for this YouTube channel, and it's just called videos. And so I write down different ideas that I have for videos that I want to make on this channel, and then I write down like notes for each of them, kind of like the different things that I'd want to cover in that video. And it sort of hit me that like I've been here before. That line sort of stuck in my head, and it was like this idea that I've created spreadsheets like this before, and for YouTube, for my YouTube channel, but for other projects and businesses and ideas and things too. But then it's not always the case where it goes past the spreadsheet. And so I guess the message is like, it's easy to create a spreadsheet like this. It is easy to come up with a ton of different ideas. We all have great ideas. And it's easy to get started and to like make the first few videos or to do the first few steps of something. But it is so much more difficult to continue doing that thing once you're already, in it. Again, easy to have ideas and to get started, much harder to like see something right through. And so, it's staring at the spreadsheet, I was like, yeah, I don't want it to stop here. Like, this is great that I have this sheet. It's helpful for me to organize, my efforts and stuff, but I don't want to have this be another sheet that just sits in my Google Drive of another example of a project that I started, but ultimately didn't go the distance with, and didn't find out if it was in fact for me, or if it was if it had potential to be successful, or just to take it somewhere where I can really find out if it would have led me somewhere or not. And so I think this is, again, just a reminder to me to like, great to have the spreadsheet, but go the distance on something, because I think that's just been a theme in my life of like, sometimes I stop things too early or too soon, or I let the voices in my head get to me of like, oh, this won't work for this reason or that reason, or what are they going to think about it, or have you considered this, or should you spend your time somewhere else on something else. And so there's tons of reasons to like to not go the distance on something, but again, that's happened in my life before, and I don't want to let that happen again. Like, I'm very interested in YouTube and this style of content, and I think that this is something that, like, I'm a good talker. I feel like I can talk on camera very easily and naturally, and I enjoy it. Like I've said in my last video, it's very therapeutic to talk about it out loud, and to be able to like make content that inspires others to also take action on stuff in their life, and that's super rewarding. So yeah, I would love to, go beyond the spreadsheet, I guess, and really see something through, and I want to see this YouTube channel through. So yeah, I guess I wrote down some points of like, the initial excitement and motivation will fade. And that goes for everything. You want to run a marathon, you want to, take on a certain project or whatever that might be. There's usually lots of excitement and motivation at the beginning, and it's exciting to get started, and it's exciting to tell people about it as well. But then that is inevitably going to fade, and then it's just going to be you with your goal left in the middle. And at that point, that's where, you have to find something in yourself or choose something that excites you enough that you have the juices to be able to keep going on something long enough to see it through, to see if it's for you and if it can be successful or not. So, so I know that I'm going to run out of excitement and motivation on this channel, and it's not going to be easy. So I'm trying to already think about, well, what are those things that are going to really keep me going? And I think there's a couple of factors to that, but maybe save that for another video. I guess with that, this is also a bit of a video about like what to expect on this channel in some ways. So a bit of a mixed bag, so bear with me. What I would love to do with this channel is to create, 2 or 3 videos like this per week of different topics that interest me. Basically, everything from from running to my work life, to side hustles, to running a business, personal growth, being a dad, family life, what I'm learning along the way, personal growth and development, if I already didn't say that yet. So there's a lot of topics that I have in mind that I'd love to kind of discuss in a format like this, and to be able to show kind of show the journey of just one man's journey to going after the dreams and goals that I have in my life, and to do that publicly so that it's something for me to look back on in the future, but also can serve as inspiration to others to help them also pursue and go after what they want in life. And so those are kind of, I'd love to do that through 2 or 3 videos a week, explore those different areas of my life and just sort of like put it out there. Like I said, starting with a wide range of topics, and I'm imagining doing that basically for the first 50 videos or so. Like, I'd love to put out a body of work, 50 videos. I think would be a great place to start, exploring those different topics that I just mentioned. And I'd love to not narrow down, and I'd love to make this work with being able to explore a wide variety of topics like that. But there's also a lot of information out there, and you hear from people that you should narrow down and stuff on YouTube as well. So I'm not sure what that looks like yet, but right now it's going to be basically 50 or so videos of these different topics, and then we'll see if that attracts anyone, or if that's attracting a completely varied audience. I'm not sure. But it'll be a good kind of test ground to at least get started and see what that looks like and go through the process. And then from there, if I have to narrow down, then I can look at doing that at that point. But again, made this video to really kind of emphasize that to myself, but to others as well, that easy to get started, like what I'm doing right now, much harder to see it through. So I'd love to come back to this video when I'm at 50 videos on the channel, 50 new videos on the channel, and be able to show myself that I did put in the work, I did go down the path and give it a shot. And I'd love to do more after that 50, of course, and be able to make this into a bigger sustainable part of what I work on. So let's see. That's kind of, again, putting myself on notice a little bit. 50 videos, that's the goal. I guess if you have something going on in your life that you're keen to start, just know that the starting and the ideas are easy, but to see it through is where the challenge is going to come. So I also challenge you to see it through. Appreciate you watching and supporting. Bit of a shorter one today, so that's good. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.